So over the last 7 months, Cardano's price has not performed too well. We've seen 7 monthly red candles in a row. We've seen lies come out of Charles Hoskinson, and there's been a lot of concerns about Cardano and its overall ecosystem. But one thing is for certain, and that is that Cardano's ecosystem has been continuing to grow, now with over $165 million in TVL, and people who have invested in some of these Cardano DEXs and Cardano projects have made a lot of money. So today's video, I want to talk about one in particular that we have spoken about quite a bit. I think it has a lot of potential, and I want to go over some new updates with this Cardano DEX because it's one way to benefit and profit while Cardano's price hasn't been doing so well as of lately. And the project we're going to talk about today is called ADAX. So first things first is going to be that Cardano, like I said, has had 7 consecutive monthly red candles in a row. Since September 2021, Cardano has posted lower monthly lows against the dollar, and in March, it's very well on track to do the same thing. We're right now hovering just above a 75 cents per coin support, which has acted as a very strong support over the last year and a half now. But if we drop lower, we very well could see a 50 cents per coin Cardano. So that is not looking too great. But the good news here is that according to DeFi Llama, and if you look at Cardano's TVL, we can see that right now, Cardano's TVL has been continuing to increase since the beginning of 2022, despite its price not doing well. We are seeing that right now, Cardano's TVL is at $168.15 million, reaching new record highs basically every single day. And one project in particular that we talked about this project back in September of 2021, is ADAX. ADAX Pro, you can see right here, has only about 13.3 thousand TVL. It is one of the smaller Cardano DEXs and Cardano projects, but it has a lot of upside and a strong community behind it. If you look at them on Twitter right now, they have about 57,000 followers on Twitter, and they're always getting great engagement on all their posts, all their updates. The one thing that's pretty cool about this project is their recent update. They came out on March 10th, posted about one of their biggest updates, some things in their roadmap, what their plans are moving forward with the project. And if we look at this, there's 3 main things I want to talk about. The first is going to be that in 2021 and early 2022, they've successfully rolled out 3 main projects, 3 of their main products. They've rolled out their DEX, decentralized exchange, their CEX, centralized exchange, and also their Launchpad. So all of these things have performed really well. They've launched all of these very successfully, and as Cardano continues to roll out new upgrades to its ecosystem, it's only going to help. So the first thing is going to be with their DEX. What we can see is that so far Cardano's DEX V1 for ADAX has gone according to plan. But right now they're getting plans and have already successfully completed R&D of their V2, their second version of their DEX. And some important upgrades to this are going to be addressing issues such as blockchain congestion, wallet synchronization, and mismatching UTXOs. They say that the expected launch date of this is going to be coming in mid Q2 of 2022. And in addition to this, they're going to make some other updates to UX design. Last couple things with their DEX is going to be that they're adding a couple of new features, one of which is a self-service on-chain staking pool. This is a very important update, going to add a lot of value to the ecosystem, and they're just continuing to grow. So that's the first thing, is with their DEX. Next thing before we get into their centralized exchange is going to be one thing in particular that has really promoted a lot of excitement in the community, and that is that ADAX NFTs. The collection is complete already, and the team is finalizing staking rewards, and they said all these assets are going to be released in early April 2022. Next thing I want to talk about is going to be their centralized exchange. So coming in 2022, they're going to be rolling out a number of new updates to their centralized exchange. They say some minor tweaks to the UX design, some updates to like customer support, and really just basic updates to their centralized exchange because it really already performs very well. Last thing is going to be with their Launchpad. And this is something that I'm very excited about. We have talked about this multiple times on the channel before, but they said that with their Launchpad, which is their third product offering, is that it's going to have new services to be added for startup projects to help them reach their goals, like websites cleanup, white paper reviews, and really help bring a project from next to nothing, next to an idea, all the way to a successful Cardano project. And this is going to help build the overall Cardano ecosystem, continue to help it grow over time. But really, that's what's been going on with ADAX and its development so far in Q2 of 2022, and what's coming in the remainder part of the year. Last thing I want to talk about is going to be a couple things with their website. When you look at their team, you can see they have a lot of people who have great success in the blockchain and tech space. You can see that their CEO has had a lot of experience. You can look at their LinkedIn profiles for anyone on their team, which is always pretty important. You can see strategic advisors, marketing managers, all of that. Last thing I want to talk about before we wrap this up is going to be why I think investing in these sorts of projects is better than just investing directly into Cardano. So right now, when you look at Cardano's price, it has been continuing to fall as of recently. Right now, it's sitting around 78 cents per coin, right around 80 cents per coin, still in the top 10 in terms of market cap. But the problem here is that even though we've been continuing to see the TVL of Cardano's ecosystem grow over time, like we've seen it go from next to nothing in January 19th to all the way over $170 million, that even though we've seen that continue to grow, the price has gone down, and many people are asking why. Well, it's still because if you compare Cardano right now to other ecosystems, it's still lacking. If you look at TVL, Cardano is only ranked 28th behind a number of other projects. So that is why investing in some smaller projects, some DEXs, some new projects on Cardano's ecosystem like ADAX are going to be much more profitable than investing directly into Cardano. So check out ADAX. Let me know your opinion on it, but it is a project that has three main products. It has, its DEX, its centralized exchange, and also it has its Launchpad. You can find all the information you want on their Twitter. You can see new updates on their NFT collection when new updates are rolling out. But make sure to check it out. Let me know your thoughts about it. This is a project that I've personally been invested in since it first came out. I've been talking about it since September of 2021. So let me know your thoughts. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.